All right, good evening. Good evening. All right. I certainly hope and pray that all is well. I hope you all are having a wonderful holiday season, getting ready for the new year, etc., etc. All right. All right, so let me just get my card straightened up here. Get my okay, the echo in the back, I guess. You could call it that. It was definitely a windy day out there today. It was cold out there today, boy. All right. But anyway, okay. So then I'm gonna continue on here with this shit I've been talking about. Okay, with the shit that people thought that they was gonna try to make me endure, and some still trying. All right, all right. So one time, got better light in here. These motherfuckers that I've been talking about thought they was gonna target me and eliminate me off the face of the earth. Uh, Scandalize my name. What's it called? Defame my character, destroy my reputation. Thought they was gonna take my life and my essence and bury me down in the soil somewhere and fake cry. And then sit somewhere and say it was her fault. She did it. She did it to herself and all of the weird shit. Family. I'm talking about blood family. Because my dad's family did participate in this shit. Some of them, not all of them. Okay. This lady who raised me, her family, definitely not mine, though I thought they were. Okay. And these motherfuckers at this goddamn gym that I went to. Now, I didn't know, like I said, when with all the dream infiltration that they was doing and all blah 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 a few number of years back. There were also people from that gym doing it, which I talked about. And like I said before, ain't no need nobody saying, I ain't do that shit crazy. Which you probably are saying, or pretending like you don't watch my videos and all the pretend, all the fake shit. Okay. Now, for those of you may be wondering, what did you do at the gym? Went there, worked out. I did work there, okay, and left. Nothing, okay. But this girl, Bleeding Z, that I'm talking about, she spearheaded this shit with these motherfuckers from this gym. Let me see. Let me be sure I'm right about that, okay. Now, this pendulum I'm going to use, what is yes? Okay, for those of you who are new here, okay. Thank you. Stop, please. Okay, what is no? All right. Okay. What is maybe? Okay. Goes around in a circle. Okay. And what is I don't know? Okay. But you rarely get that. Okay. But sometimes. Okay. There's a lot of things you can do with the pendulum. I used to, when I first started, I talked about this, went public with my readings. I would do pendulum readings. Been working with a pendulum since I was about 20, maybe 27, 28 years old. Okay, I'm 53 now, and I've been working with one for years. Okay, I didn't pick up no book or nothing like that. Somebody told me about it? Okay, and it wasn't Zarita, it wasn't Bleeding Z. I told her about a pendulum. Okay, but I'm sure she lied and said that she told me. Okay, anyway, um, didn't do any of that. Just work with it, and just like anything else, it takes time and practice and so on and so forth. But I used to teach a class. I would do pendulum readings, but I would had a class on it that I did maybe monthly. I think I did about 3 or 4 times on Facebook. Okay, confirmation. As well, um, I did a talk on it about it on here one time too. There's some books about pendulums. I like people just like to pick up shit and act like they know what they're doing. Okay, but anyway, all right. Anyway, let me get back to this. Okay, the question I was going to ask. Okay, did this girl Zarita spearhead these people at this gym in attacking me and joining? Okay, forming groups and whatnot to attack me, and okay, so okay, all right, good enough. All right. I was working there, lost weight, and invited these people who I thought were my cousins. Why don't y'all come there? And go to this lady who helped me lose weight. She was my trainer, food person, Tanya. Go to her and take the classes, and they would come here periodically here and there. Okay, and unfortunately, she came, and honey's been history ever since. Okay, but though she probably was doing shit before them, and then just got them involved. Okay, but it looks like she got Philippe involved and probably Phil, and I don't know. I guess they got their little brood mares involved. Okay, and if you were a part of it, then you're a brood mare. That's what you are. I don't need it acting like you're innocent. Did I do anything cause any kind of negativity at that gym? None. Okay, they're gone, and now everybody gone. Now everybody's gone. No. Did I ever talk to anybody who went to that gym besides Rashada outside of that gym? Well, and Tanya, who was my trainer. Okay. Well, that was before we fell out. Okay. No. Okay. Did I form any kind of relationships or friendships or any of that shit with anybody at that motherfucking gym? No, the name of that gym, it's not there anymore. It was called Naturally Gifted. His brother got a gym there now. That's the one I call Monsters, Pissies, Balls. The brother he took over the space. No, that's a big no. Not one. Nobody. None. Nothing. Did either one of those men, those twins, say that I had some any kind of sexual encounters with them? Just a goddamn shame. You motherfuckers, your self-esteem is so fucking low. It's so fucking, I don't give a fuck what y'all look like with all them big goddamn muscles and all of that shit and your fakery and all, like Bree said, all the big time peoples, who gives a fuck? It's just pathetic. Did I have any kind of sexual interaction with either one of those men? Ever. Okay. But y'all know that. Who's the y'all besides the motherfuckers who lied about y'all? Whoever they lied to, y'all knew that. Okay, but y'all did. That's what that I didn't know the gym was a whole house. Okay, but I didn't go there for y'all. I went there looking for that lady, Tanya, to train me. Okay. Well, I wasn't looking for her to train me. I was looking for a food program. Okay, and then she ended up training me. Okay. Did any of the women at that gym, we know Philippe did, and Phil, did any of those women at that gym participate with the black magic on me? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, it might be some. that I never met who participated, who probably were there after I left. There's at least one, well, at least two people in mind. I mean, well, I just saw pictures of them when I was back in the day, Instagram and all of that type of shit. And I had a feeling they participated. Okay. I don't know their names. Okay. The one woman I'm thinking of, um, with the locks, did she participate? See, I never met this woman with the red locks. Never met her. Okay. She became maybe taught a class, was teaching classes or trained or something like that. Never met this woman a day in my life. Don't know shit about her. But I do know as a substitute teacher, I did teach your daughter as a substitute teacher in Shaker. How do I know? Because she had your T-shirt with your whatever you was trainer, whatever you did. She wore it to school. I don't even remember that girl's name. I do not remember her name, but I remember her. Okay. She wasn't a bad kid or anything like that. I'm just saying. And you participated, ma'am. I don't even know you. I've never met you a day in my fucking life. But you look like you was another one so dead set on thought them men was scrumptious, scrumpdilicious. You do whatever they say, do. Okay. Never met you. Did I ever meet this woman that I'm referring to with them red locks? No. So what cause would you have to join in and participate to destroy someone that you don't know? Oh no. This other person that I'm thinking of, this other young woman that I'm thinking of, did she participate? She participated, joined the group to hurt me. A young girl I never met a day. I never met a day in my fucking life. Okay. This is a young girl who, I ain't talking about the little African girl. This is a young girl who was making waist speeds. She decided that she was going to join in and participate too. To hurt some woman that she ain't never met a day in her fucking, never met this girl a day. Have I ever met this girl a day in my, I don't even think I've ever seen them two in real time besides apps. Did one of those male trainers there decide that he was going to jump in and get involved as well? Somebody I never met. Okay. This is the man with the glasses. Okay. You can just look at him and tell. Like I said, y'all all carry the same energy. Never have I ever met this man a day before in my life. But we'll join. Okay. Confirmation. A weird ass looking, fugly ass police officer, Cleveland Heights police officer who used to be at the cigars every time I went in there, definitely on the weekend, like Saturday, Sunday. He was joining in and participated in the group to destroy me. I saw this little ugly motherfucker. You are one ugly look, folks. Gone. I don't even know his name. But I did see him at the gym, but I don't even know his name. Looked like a miserable ass motherfucker. Just miserable. Just looked like life just hadn't been no motherfucking crystal stair for his ass. Then I already got married, and I was like, who the fuck and why? But anyway, and I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. I'm going to say what I want to say. It's okay for people to get in groups to go out and destroy a whole human being who's done nothing to them. And then when they defend themselves, you shouldn't talk like that, ain't right. She being karmic. So what I want to say. That you're not being compassionate. These are hurting people. They's hurt. So not long after this, oh, they're gone. Not long after this evil motherfucker threw me up out of that gym. I'm coming out of the bank in Coventry, and I see his little ugly motherfucking ass in a police car. And he looked over and looked at me and let out some really weird laugh. I said, "Oh, he's laughing at me." What make you think I would care about you? And you acting like a little fucking 14-year-old girl. You here to protect and serve. And I would see his little ugly ass when I lived in Cleveland Heights. Well, I used to go to Cigars all the time, even when I lived in the Glenville area. I liked their store back then. But when I lived in Cleveland Heights, and he was there all the time just looking. And I'd be like, there go his ugly ass right there. Just like you laughed at me, whatever weird thought went through your mind. It was so funny that a man, and I'm like, and somebody married him? Maybe she was desperate or just really wanted to be married. Because the nigga looked scary as all get out. I mean, like, weird, really weird. Like, they'd find shit in his closet and shit, or in his basement. That shouldn't be there. Maybe it should be in a burial plot somewhere. Or some child would come out 20 years later. He did. Okay. I told one girl that. But what does that look like? I said, like him. Are you trying to be smart? You think you're being cute? I'm trying to. I'm so sick of people always trying to put a person in their quote unquote place. I said what the fuck I said. And I'm an adult, just like you. I don't answer to you. What I said, like him. That's what he looked like. Okay. So, whatever. Come on through with your comments. So, any fucking way. But interesting, when they saw him at the cigar, I said, I guess it's not funny anymore. It was a few years later. I guess it's not funny anymore. I mean, he didn't follow me around the store. He didn't do none of that shit. He'd just be looking, just a weirdo. Anyway. Now, those two women that I mentioned, I didn't see them in any dreams. Now, the people who I did meet, who I do know, I didn't see all of you all in dreams, but I did see you participating. She dream, and have vision. No, she don't. She a false prophet. Believe me, don't believe her. Why would I have any reason to lie about any of you? There was 1, 2, 3, besides Philippe and Phil, who were consistently did dream infiltration. Came in my dreams, bothering me. I'm gone from the gym, ain't thinking about your motherfucking asses. And here come y'all. Why are you here? Why are you disturbing my peace? Why are you assaulting me? Because he told you to. Now, when I was talking to Crazy Adrian Bellamy, I was telling her the things that he was doing. I didn't talk about these other people at this gym. I confronted him, and I told her I confronted him. Stop. I don't know what these motherfuckers were doing. He was doing some diabolical shit where I would physically, it would be painful to the body. Like I would physically feel it, like pain in my body. And doing something with my car. Because I told him, I said, I don't know what the fuck it is that you're doing. But you fucking around with my car. And when I left, of course, he did it again. I said, look at this nigger. And he's so brave and so bold. When I saw him, I parked over next to him. And I was honking, like, roll down your window. And he's sitting there pretending like he doesn't see me. But you're so Mr. Big stuff. Big old bully. Makes me a man. Brutus. Right? He finally rolled down his window, got off the car or something. And I was like, leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck it is that you do, whatever the black magic is and shit. Now, I don't think at that point I knew exactly the connection with this lady who raised me, her family, and him. I knew there was a connection because I texted them and I told them, you need to leave them bitches alone. Because you're gonna get fucked up. They will fuck you up. They will fuck your world up. Okay, let me see. Did I text him that and tell him that? And so many, I sure did. Did I name names specifically? I sure did. Okay. But when I confronted him, I don't know if I can't remember if I knew exactly the connection. I knew something was going on, but I wasn't 100% for sure. But I knew that as a reading, the rest of them had crawled their little nasty twats up in there. And I don't mean in the gym to work out. Okay. And my thing is, you don't do whatever you want to do. You're grown women. You won't go up in there and after hours and to the side door and go in there and have your little P. Diddy freak offs. Of course, that wasn't out then. And all of that shit. Go have a ball. God damn, have fun. Enjoy yourselves. Just don't hurt yourselves. Don't hurt nobody else. Okay. If you're going to get paid, then go get you some money. That's what you're going to do. Don't be dumb. No, but you told them you was going to pay them. Okay. To let them use your body. Okay. So I didn't care about anything like that. What I did care about was, why are y'all bothering me? Why are y'all bothering me? See, I didn't know so many things that I know now. And I'm sure there'll be a lot more knowledge that'll be dropped. But one thing he said to me was something about, oh, the crazy lady or something like that. And I was like, yeah. Okay. I said, okay, so that's the word that I'm supposed to be crazy. Okay. Was that the word that I was crazy that they were spreading around? Okay. People that get in groups to bully a human being who hasn't done anything to them, that's sanity. That's being sane, reasonable, mind right. But somebody who ain't bothering nobody, ain't thinking about them, and went on about their fucking business, that's the crazy person. See how dumb you are? I don't know. I told him I had a hammer in the car. I was like, I was going to leave me alone. Something about nigga. I called it the nigga knocker. That's what the old people would call shit, nigga knockers and whatnot. I told Bree, oh, that's so funny. I never heard that before. I'm glad you confronted him, sister. But I got a plan for your ass, bitch. Okay. Anyway, so I would text this nigga every now and then. Now there was one particular person who I've mentioned who kept coming in my dreams with another one. And she come in like she was like she walk around town, like she big stuff. And I think in one of the dreams she tried to confront me something. And I think I remember stepping on her foot and hitting her or slapping her down or some shit like that. But you're in my dreams. And why are you here? Why do y'all keep coming in? This is what I'm trying to figure out. Why are y'all keep antagonizing me and assaulting me? Okay. Forcing yourselves on me. Okay. Am I telling the truth about that? Did that bitch just keep coming in my dreams, Okay, like she was big time stuff, like she was gonna kick my ass in my fucking dreams. Okay, all right. Okay. Had I ever done anything to this heifer, that bitch who was doing that, to warrant any of that? Another one I was just nice to. Okay. You know, you that's what I'm saying. This world, people don't, you don't let them let you full of shit. You don't want love. You don't want nobody to be nice to you. You don't want a person to be friendly and kind. You don't want that. You want them to be low down and disgusting like you. And then when they're not, you assume that they're weak. Like I was listening to someone on YouTube one day, and they were saying, you were in this Queen of Cups energy. You're the Queen of Cups, sweet and kind, nurturing, and all that. But that's what they thought, that's all that you were. And that they could, bully you and so on and so forth. Why would you, even if a person is that, show me how that makes any kind of sense. That a person who is loving, sweet, kind, and they ain't bothering nobody, ain't minding their own fucking business and whatnot, why do you bully that person? If you tough stuff, if you tough now, you all that, why, and great and mighty and courageous and all of this shit, why would you bully someone who is a loving, kind, nurturing, caring person who's not bothering anyone? Why? You tough. So why won't you go to bully somebody who's tough like you? Because you're not. You fucking coward. You go to someone who you think is weak. And just because a person is loving, kind, nurturing, blah, blah, that does not mean they're weak. Weakness is gathering up in groups to bully somebody. One person. Even one time, was it both of them niggas came through with a girl from the gym. She only came that one time. She really didn't bother me in the dream. But I woke up the next day and I text Phil like, nigga, you and your ugly brother, and since he's your twin, nigga, what do that say about you? Leave me the fuck alone. And quit bringing people in this and whatever it is that you all are doing who are innocent people for the karma to rain on their head. And go open that compound shit that you say you're going to open. Of course, they don't ever respond. Never. Man, look, man, look what she sent me, man. That's what you do. And the way the both of y'all would just play, and do that shit to me. It's just sit and wonder, how many other people do they do this? Have they done this to? Just go, just sit up one night. What do y'all be doing? Drinking and playing with your scrotum and shit, and decide, let's go dream infiltrate this bitch or that one or this one or that one, and bother them and harass them and stalk them. How many other people? Surely, is this a game for those two? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Of course it is. Have they done that to a lot of other people who just minding their fucking business? And some of y'all welcome it, and some of y'all don't know what the fuck is going on, what happened. Oh, and then some of y'all, he must really like me. Girl, I had a dream about him. He came in and we did it, or whatever the fuck. I could tell he must really like me. He doesn't like you. He don't like himself. But then I remember when the first time I went there, when I was looking for the woman who had I was looking for to train me. I saw your motherfucking ass him sitting down on the stoop of the step looking pitiful. So I was like, look, just like life was just ending. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with him? I mean, I didn't even know him. I want to stop and say, are you okay? And be somewhere sitting crying about why life is so pitiful for you. Like karma ain't real. Like you trying to make other people's lives miserable, invading their personal time, their private time, assaulting them and harassing them and all that with your black magic and shit. Like that just ain't gonna come back on you at all. And then making silly ass Facebook posts and Instagram posts and whatever other kind of posts about how miserable you are. Crying, I'm crying, crying. Don't you want to help people? Well, no, you don't want to help anybody. You don't give a fuck about anybody. I'm changing lives. But you ain't changed yours. Okay. That's a beautiful thing to want to supposedly want to help. You don't want to help anybody. Especially if they ain't gave you what you wanted. They poontang to make you feel like a man. Any fucking way. This ain't so much about you, and that's that oldest one, Phil. Because I don't know, it's just something there about you. I haven't pinpointed it yet. I just know you a little angry little motherfucker. And you'd be the one just like the rest of y'all who bully people about, well, I've been through a lot when I was a child. Just like everybody else. Just like everybody else walking the face. White, black, purple, green. Everybody walking the face of the earth. Everybody. What did I go through my childhood? You don't know. What did the next woman or whatever who you are assaulting and harassing, what had they gone through in their childhood? A man that y'all be well, I don't think y'all bother men too much like that. That's the coward in you. But what about the other women and stuff who've gone through all kinds? You don't know anything about them, what they've gone through, what their traumas are, their triggers are, anything like that. You don't care. But anyway. Back to what I was talking about here. So the one girl started contacting me, got the same name I do. I have anything against this woman. And she came through talking about something, do I know about a job? And I'm trying to figure out back then, because she probably thought I was dumb too. I just remember thinking, why is she asking me? I don't even talk to her. I mean, like, nothing against her. I didn't dislike her or anything. I really saw her. But like, why are you asking me? We don't talk. Okay. Did Philippe send her to me? And she seemed like she had some sense. I certainly hope that he was paying you. You seem like the type to be like, nigga, if you want me to do that shit, you gotta pay me. But we talked, for a minute back and forth. I'm sure she went back and reported everything. I said I showed him our conversations. Okay, did she go back and report all of our conversations to him? Of course she did. Okay. Of course. Okay. Now, did she have sense enough to make him pay her for it? Good. Okay. Good. And I did like talking to her. I thought she was a pretty cool person, even though I knew even when we was talking, okay, there's some shady shit here, but whatever. Maybe I'm wrong, okay, but I'm not. Anyway, but good you had some sense to get paid. The rest of them just probably just had a wet ass. Ain't that what they say? Just a wet ass. That's all. That was their payment. That was good. That's good enough. Anyway, she might have too. Shit, I don't know. Okay. Anyway. Okay. But now this one little particular little thing that I'm talking about that wants to come in big and bold. This is the one I'm talking about that I was seeing the Planet Fitness when I came back here, and I was moved in the area where there was Planet Fitness over there. You know. So one day I'm in the Planet Fitness, working out. I think I was on the. I don't like fucking around with that stairmaster, but every now and then I try to get on it. So I might have been on the treadmill or something, and I look over. She's training people in there, and this one girl's talking, and I knew they were talking about me. Okay. This particular day that I'm talking about, nah, she was training a girl I ain't never seen a day in my fucking life. Were they talking about me? Of course they were. Okay. So I said to myself, what do they have? A big picture of me in this gym that say wanted, dead, or alive or some shit? I'm the topic of conversation like that with bitches and motherfuckers I've never seen a day in my life. How many years ago was that the nigga kicked me out of gym? But see, again, stuff being dropped to me here and there. Oh, this was going on. And one Saturday, I was there working out. I think it was a Saturday. She had a whole little group of, I guess she was training them all. I go over there in the room to get, I don't know, a piece of equipment or something. They all just stopped and gawking. Okay. Am I lying about that? What I just said. Okay. It was about 4 or 5 women I've never seen. One of them I knew because she was trained by the same person that was training me way back. Now, were they all stopping, gawking, looking at me because they knew who I was, even though I ain't never seen not one of them except her a day in my fucking life. Okay. So these people were really, really making a big deal about me around this motherfucking city in that motherfucking gym. A big fucking deal. I mean, I am a big deal. Okay. I am. Since the day the sperm hit that motherfucking egg, and the lightnings flashed, and the thunder roared. Here she comes, niggas. Get ready. And I'm sitting up there looking at them like, them two talk like, it was a guy there too. So he was part of the conversation. I don't know. And I said to myself, oh, it reminds me. There was another guy in there one time because I would get gawked at quite a bit. I'm walking out here on the treadmill just gawking, watching me the whole time gawking. This dude that I'm talking about that was gawking at me on that treadmill. Did he know who I was? I didn't even know. I never seen him a day in my life. He was a part of this shit too, the group shit to destroy me, or at least heard about it. But I wasn't gonna stop going to Planet Fitness. I don't give a fuck what you niggas do. I wonder how many of you all, when it does happen to you, because it's going to happen to you. Not because I'm sitting here with no black magic and nothing. That's what you call. That's what you do. So what you do is what you're calling to you. It's going to happen to you. You're going to be ostracized in some way, shape, or form. You're going to be talked about. You're going to be targeted because that's what you did to another human being walking the planet who ain't ever did shit to none of your motherfucking asses. That's what's going to happen. And if it don't happen to you, it's going to happen to your fucking children or somebody that's very close to you who just is terrorized out of their fucking mind by it and can't handle it worth a goddamn. And it's going to happen 10 times worse than what you did to me. And the crazy thing is, I know that some of you all were doing it knowing it was wrong, but you got to be, with the group. And get the little bit of money that the little lying heifer told you was going to get. Or you had to do it for Philly. How's that? So I'm looking at them too. I'm like, I know she's over there talking. I could just tell the way the conversation was going and everything. And I'm like, well, what is she telling her? Is she telling her how she would do dream infiltration with the tall one, light skinned one, okay, with the short hair? Did she tell her how she would do dream infiltration, come up in my fucking dreams and bother me? And I've never done anything to any of them. And how she would try to act like she was going to bully me in my fucking dream. Did she tell her any of that? Now people are gone. Did she tell her any? Is she telling her that? No, she was trying to act innocent. The bitch was trying to act innocent. Am I correct? Another Bree. What the fuck is up with that name? I see that name every goddamn where. If it ain't Brittany, it's Brianna. I see all kind of spellings. I hear it all the fucking time. I looked it up like, why do I keep hearing this fucking name? So did you tell her that? Did you tell her the bitch really ain't do nothing to none of us? The bitch came here, worked, lost her fucking weight. Okay, we couldn't stand her fucking ass because she did lose weight. You was a bitch that would just stare at me and gawk at me. I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch staring at me for? And I did tell Zuri that bitch just be sitting there staring at me. Then she used to just sit there and stare at me like she was a fucking nut when I was at that gym. It's a weirdo. Another one with her own fucking insecure issues and projecting it off on somebody else. Now, one time I had lost all that weight. I was making waist beads, and I said, I want to make this a little business, and I'm going to take pictures of me with my waist beads. But I didn't want to do it till I had lost weight. So I did. Some damn nice pictures. I posted them on here when I had my other channel. Okay. People probably thought I was doing that trying to show off or something like that. I was like, no, I just took the pictures for my waist bead business to show off the beads. That's why I didn't have a top on, to show off the beads. But you all silly asses make all kind of something. And next thing I know, everybody taking pictures. And that's good. Fine. Okay. But I certainly hope it wouldn't know you weren't wasting your time thinking that you were doing any slighting me in any way. Let me see. Did they start doing it thinking they were slighting me? Okay. See how dumb you are? I didn't take those pictures for that. I took those. Stop. Did I take those pictures just to advertise my waist beads because I was going to start a business? Just so people could see how they looked on your body. Did I do it without the top? As a matter of fact, I had a top on. I'm pretty sure the photographer told me to take the top off. The photographer, he told me to take the top off, correct? Drico Lamar. That wasn't the photographer I went to. He said, take the top off. And that's what I did. Because that's just generally not my stilo to do shit like that. Be walking around bare chested and titties out and all of that kind of shit. Is the only reason I took those pictures to advertise my waist beads to start a business. Okay. But P-brains had it in their mind that somebody, they probably thought I was trying to attract them two niggas. Did they think I was trying to attract Phil? And oh my God, and Philly, oh my God. It don't take much to attract them two. They gonna stick their peen in anything. Anything that move and crawl. Please. What a waste. And I really didn't even want to post them. They came out really nice, but I didn't want to post them because I know the kind of jealousy that how jealous people get about shit like that. And Ozarita came. I asked her to come to do my makeup, and she did. And who knows what she lied about? That was my idea. She stole my idea. Oh, bitch, if I stole your idea, then why did you come to help me put the makeup on my fucking face? I was always trying to, you want to do this, want to do that. Want to hang out? Bitch, if you didn't want to, trust me, my feelings would not have been hurt. Move on then. Who gives a fuck? Go get a fucking life. Go hang out with your friends, goddamn. I don't need you around here. Is that what you thought? Is that what you told people? I liked her, but I see now why everybody else didn't. But I couldn't figure it out. So anyway. And it's so funny. I'm at the Planet Fitness the one day I talked about this. And the one girl who I did know, they were talking, her and this little monster. And the girl looked at me to speak, and she getting all tight and hitting her leg all hard. I want to say, the girl can't even say hello. She can't speak to nobody except who you want her to speak to, huh? Silly asses. And y'all done took some nice pictures too. The ones that I did see. It's been a while since I've. That was way back when y'all was looking like 1980s prospect with that whole shit on. If you don't know what that is, ask your mama or your grandma. What's 1980s prospect? But around that time, y'all took many of y'all took some nice pictures. The ones that I saw. I have to explain to nobody why I did shit. And then you decided you was gonna destroy that for Lee. I was always curious. That young girl, not the African girl. I say little African girl, not to disrespect her, because she's small. She's tiny. She's small. Although she participated as well. Her and her big titty friend, nipples dragging the ground. But they only dream infiltrated like twice. Okay, let me see if I'm lying about that. Did them two, the little African girl and her big titty friend, did they do dream infiltration on me as well? Yes. The one got so nasty with me. One time I went in there when she was working the front desk, got the same name as mine, not the other one I was talking about. Okay, and thought that she was gonna get nasty with me. Bitch, the fuck? And shaking her head like I look like dirt and trash. Okay. You happy because he asked you to work at the desk, and he asked you to work at the desk because I worked at the desk and we had the same name. Somebody said we look like. I'm like, me and this bitch don't look alike. Okay. Is that the only reason that nigga had her working at the front desk? Okay. Had everybody cut their hair and blonde it up. Okay. Had everybody, okay, you gonna be in all of the pageants and shit that I said I wanted to do when I talked to his fucking ass. When I asked him to, I did ask him to train me after I left Tanya, but it was just, I was like, I wasn't doing well, feeling well. I was had this perimenopause shit on me that I didn't know what it was. Or the black magic, one or the other. Okay. And I didn't want to be beat up in terms of training. Although the trainer I did get, I thought he was a good trainer. Okay. Wasn't quite the same, but, they have their different styles and whatnot. All right. So any fucking way. Okay. But this other one, I thought it was so funny. Like I said, you can come in my dreams, do dream infiltration, act like you're going to kick my ass in my fucking dreams, in my space, multiple times. Did that bitch come in my dreams more than twice? Once is enough. Bothering me, assaulting me. Okay. When she came in my dreams, did she act like she was going to kick my ass in my dreams, walking around all but like a fucking dude? I was here to kick your ass, bitch. Okay. To please Philippe. Did he pay her for it? Sound like it was only one smart person. Only one of these women got paid to do this work on me. Okay. Now she didn't. This girl who did get paid that I was talking about got the same name as mine. She never did any of that stuff. She didn't do no dream infiltration. She didn't do none of that shit. Okay. I don't know if she was doing stuff with them in the background. I don't think so, but she didn't do any of that shit. Okay. But anyway, moving the fuck on. I don't want to see your name no more, bitch. Like I did a reading on you before a few weeks back. I'm gonna do it again. I want to know what they was talking about, what was being said about me, what had been said about me. Two more of these butterfly shuffles. I know, Philippe, you probably sat there at your desk and told them, gave them orders and whatnot. You do this and you do that and you do this and you do that. And then sat back like you was just the godfather of stupidity. Like you was big time. Let's see what we can get from this. Now, I don't go in there anymore because I don't live over there no more. I know y'all like to think and believe it, that you just and bitch you. I remember when I first started going there. You talk about how you work with children with disabilities, and I remember you saying stuff about not bullying them. Here you go, the biggest bully of them all the damn time. Of course, Five of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Ten of Cups. Now I might be being too nice in regards to Phil, because nigga, you was mad at me. Okay. Am I being too nice in regards to Phil? Mm-hmm. Did he play just as much of a role in this as Philippe? No, I didn't think so. Okay. Really didn't. I don't think he had time to. Okay. But he did play a big enough role in it. Okay. I was watching working with a client. We were watching a documentary on Floyd Mayweather. I know that's your boy, or you know him, or some shit like that. So what? Ooh, Phil, you is so dope. I don't know. He was in some magazine, some shit. I was at the gym, sitting in the office, and some girl, he showed some girl, and she came in. Look, that girl could never look me in my face. I don't even remember that girl's name. I was like, oh, she really hates a bitch. I don't. This girl won't even look my way. Ooh, Phil, you is so dope. But you know, he did do some dope shit. Okay. I kind of feel in a weird way, we'll see as the reading goes on, that this King of Wands represents both of them. Okay. It's like I feel like these men here, which was said to me, okay, by another man, like just was just everything to some of these women. Okay. The sun, the moon, the stars. Okay, all that shit. The ethers. Okay, not you drunk fool. Okay. Um, this I don't know. I'm hearing like you meant a lot to these people. Okay. You meant a lot to them. Both of you. Okay. Meant a lot to these women. Okay. But you do have some very nasty devil energy. And the sad thing about it is, for whatever reason, you mean a lot to them. Okay. Um, but you are it's not so much mean and hateful, which you are. I'm also hearing envious. Maybe you envy one another. Maybe you envy these women. But you treat them like with this, you have them emotionally. I can't say all of them. I'm not saying that, okay? Damn sure these ones who will participate in that shit. Okay. I wouldn't give a fuck if it was me or someone else. Okay. But you damn sure have them emotionally codependent. It's like they would do anything for you. It's right here. Anything they say, anything they do, we'll do it all, okay, for you. Okay, in other words, this is them saying this to you, to both of you. Okay, you have them like puppets on a string here, okay, and some very negative, toxic energy. Okay. Clearly, it's like it's cult like. I remember when so the trainer I had, her name was Tanya. She left. Okay, I that was her business, the circumstances of that. But I was working there, and Phil fired me because I was her, because she was my trainer, which was dumb, but whatever. Okay, and I knew it was coming. Okay, But then he hired me back because I stopped work. Me and her fell out, okay? And fell out behind one of these niggas. And I don't give a fuck what you say. That's the reality of it. Okay. Why? Because I go there one day and I don't know, Felipe said something that made me laugh, and I told her something he said to me was funny. I knew you liked him. I'm like, I never said I liked him. I just didn't know he was a funny person. Okay. And then the shit went spiraling down after that. I'm like, it's always Dick. It's always Dick. It's always a man. Okay. And men who apparently aren't even free. Okay. Okay. But one thing that she did say is she's like, it's like a cult over there. And I definitely see that here. See, it's not about working. Wasn't about really how do these things morph into this type of shit. Okay. But it happens all the time. It can happen in families. Okay. Where it just becomes cult like. Okay. The whole society. Okay. Cult. Okay. The root word of culture. Okay. That's the culture of it. Okay. So it's not so much about working here to, get these bodies and exercise and stamina and all that shit. That's just like a side part of it. Okay. But I'm hearing something about the main benefit is to be with them. Okay. I didn't go there to be with neither one of y'all niggas. And I made that clear when I got there. What this girl, this lady, Rashada told me about Tanya, where is she? Did I see Rashada lose weight? I've been doing this for 8 months. I've been losing weight, but I could use some assistance with food. Let me see if that's exactly how that went. Is that exactly how that went, how I ended up going there? Okay, thank you. Did I go there at all looking to be with any of them men? My preference would have been if she wasn't there, I would have never gone there. I was looking for her. And I told her that. I was looking for you. She told me about the food program. I want help with the food program. And Tanya said to me, I want to train you. Let's see if that's how that went. Did I go to Tanya saying, I want your food program? And she said to me, I want to train you. Okay. Because I was happy with the exercise I was doing at home. Everybody's gone. Okay. So anyway, it's almost like, see, you see this card. Okay, this man is married to this woman, got the two children, but there are more women here. Okay, ain't no men there. More women and a child. Okay. Like it's like I call it a harem. Okay, I didn't know it was the whole house. I didn't know it was haremville up in there. Okay, but it didn't make me no difference one way or the other. I went to train with her. Well, I went to her food thing and I trained with her. I needed a job. Why? Because I quit my job at Lakeland because I was teaching at Lakeland. I quit it because I needed the retirement money. I don't give a fuck. I'll tell it all. I needed the retirement money. And what did I need it for? It was a project my daughter wanted to participate in. And, me and her, it cost a lot. Me and her dad didn't have it. So I said, well, I can get it from my retirement. You can't get it through the STRS, State Retirement, STS, State Teachers Retirement, whatever. Okay. If you're under contract. I was like, okay, so I need it. I have to quit. And so that's why I quit. Okay, let's see. In case people want to say I'm lying or they lied about it. Is that why I quit teaching? Okay, in the community colleges. Okay, yeah. I'm sure Zarita or whoever spread some other kind of fallacies and lies. Okay, hold on. Did Zarita spread some other lies about why I quit teaching? Of course. Okay, or I just should say some lies. Of course, bitch. How would the fuck would you know? One way or another. How the fuck would you know? Oh, did she tell people I got fired? Thank you. Stop, please. Did I get fired? I don't even have to look at this motherfucker. And I didn't tell your motherfucker. Why would I tell you all my fucking business? Why would I tell anybody all my fucking business? Okay. Did I quit because I needed money, my STRS, my retirement money? Thank you. Stop, please. Did I need the retirement money for my daughter for a project that she wanted to participate in? You fucking scum. You scum bitch. Ten of Wands. Princess of Swords. Since y'all want to just Princess of Pentacles, spread lies and bullshit, and Queen of Wands. Bullshit about me all over town and all of these types of things. A bunch of rodents with nothing to do. With nothing to do, like take care of your children and your household. Like what I was doing. Okay. I don't know, for some reason you feel like these sound like these women feel like these men will relieve them of burdens. Okay. I couldn't figure it out. I one time I was there one night and I can't remember what happened. All I remember though is saying, you know, they're gonna have to quarantine this motherfucker. And the one girl who came with this little monster I'm talking about kept dream infiltrating and shit. She hasn't done a long time. I don't know what the fuck. I felt like something happened to her, but nevertheless, she fell out laughing. I said, I'm serious. I was like, there's no other men in this city. Okay, how do some of these women come here or come to all the morning classes and then come back to all the evening classes? You got husbands, boyfriend, living boyfriends, children, so on and so forth. You know, the word used to be that some men wouldn't let their women go there because of them two niggas. And I was just like, I don't understand. What, were y'all vying to thinking that these men would marry you, make life easy for you? Maybe that's it. Maybe. These women vying for these men to marry them or something like that. Because sometimes they'll be like, ain't they friends? Ain't the two of them friends and they both fucking a man? Ain't she fucking both of them? It's not things that people had to say to me. It's just like, it's observation. It'll be very obvious. So all y'all, I mean, this is a heaven for these niggas. That one got a very, very attractive, nice looking woman, at least she was to me. Smart woman. He gonna leave her for which one of y'all? Let me see here. There's been pregnancies here. Okay. Terminations, of course. Probably hidden pregnancies. And what I'm saying right now, this ain't shit that wasn't a word, that wasn't a gossip all over time. People asking me, I don't know. I just work there. I don't know. I don't know these people's business. Don't want to know. Vying here is right here for these men's attention to marry me, be with me, I'm the one, and all of this type of shit, okay? Targeting each other in whatever way, shape, or form. Like Zarita said, fake friends, but she's the number one of them all. Bitterness and scorn, hatred even. And just not knowledgeable of oneself. Okay. And led at the helm of this, like I'm trying to figure out what this girl was saying to her, to whoever she was training, or whoever that girl was. A bitch I ain't never seen before, don't know. I wouldn't even know if I saw her right now. If she's standing right in front of me, I wouldn't even know. Okay. Led by this old bitter ass, in reverse Leo, Zarita. Two of Swords. Five of Cups. Six of Swords. I mean, like vying for these men, for their attention. I'm hearing having them in bitterness and scorn, okay, against each other, the men. Okay. But them too, you do it to yourself. How can you be that dumb and blind? Trying to strategize here on how to beat out the next one. Begging. You know, I done heard about begging. Grown fucking women with husbands and lives begging. Begging men who you know don't care. That's fun for them for you to beg. Make them feel like somebody. Because for some whatever reason they don't in and of themselves. Okay. But see, all this shit ain't none of my burden, none of my fucking problem. If the bitch told you y'all was gonna get some money, a group, let's get in a group. However the conversation went, get in a group, we're gonna kill this bitch, we're gonna get some money out of this, and we're gonna get her money and all of this type of thing. Okay, what even yet still, so what made you think that it was okay for y'all to just be sitting around at night and invading my dreams? You could did all that shit without having to do all that. You could spread your little funky ass lies and shit. And then have the nerve to take a picture, it's a very pretty picture, slap all that makeup on your fugly ass face and call yourself royalty. Rodent. R-O. That's what you are. You little rodent. Lipstick on a fucking pig. Care about your muscles and all of that shit. But it's okay to bother me and violate me, stalk me and harass me. And take your little ass, ugly ass pictures. I mean, they're very pretty pictures. I can't lie about that. See, unlike you, I don't have no problem. If the shit look good, it look good. Goddamn, if you look good, you look good. Outwardly. But I know what you are. So you can fool everybody else and lie to everybody else and all of that shit. What did you say? What did y'all fucking say to these people to make them gawk at me and all? I'm like, what the fuck was said? What could I have done? Little old me. I don't have a crowd of people with me walking around like I'm big time, big stuff. You mean tell me that little person over there by herself did whatever y'all claiming she did? She ain't in jail. She ain't in prison. She obviously ain't on no fucking drugs. But even if she was, that's her business. If she's a hoe, that's her business. What? That's what I want to know. What could I have possibly done to Philippe? Okay, let me see. Oh, Phil. And that nigga was mad. Hated my guts. Okay, let me see. Did they say that I stole money from them? How much? Well, I ain't been around forever, so who stole it from you for your little compound to fall apart? Okay. I don't know. Maybe it didn't fall apart. Did this compound over there, did it fall apart? Okay. Just the business just go under? Okay. I don't know. Maybe you decided to close down, open something great somewhere else. I don't fucking know. Okay. I ain't been around. Did I steal that money from you? How much could I have stolen? Them 30 whole dollars that would come through every day. And the little hole in the wall gym. I had a lot of fun there. I achieved my goal when I went, achieved past my goal. I enjoyed the atmosphere. I had fun. Thank you for the job because I really needed it at that time. The whole $9 an hour. But it did keep my bills paid. I mean, I was in my grandmother's house. I didn't have no mortgage. I had a tenant and shit. You motherfuckers have bitches coming in and out that side door at night. I was never one of them. So what devious evil shit could I have done? This is what I'm trying to understand. For motherfuckers who I don't know from fucking Adam to be gawking at me. I can't even go to the goddamn. God, I love it, honey. I love the attention. I'm a beautiful specimen. I'm a beautiful being. I glow. I'm all that and more. I am. Always have been. It's why I was walking around trying to be me. Not like me, but be me. That's why you told all them bitches, cut your hair and do this and do that. Everything that she is, that's what y'all gonna do. That's why. See if we can siphon the energy like that. No, you can't. So, what? How threatening could that bitch be to him? Even when I went to the police station on your motherfucking ass, and they was like, well, it's quite obvious, little and small as you are, because I was awfully tiny back then. You ain't did shit to him. We know who they are. Yeah, I know you know. And the problems that the gym causes in the area. So people thought somebody purposely started the fire at the gym. It wasn't my motherfucking ass. Okay, let me see. Is that what they told him, that I started the fire at that fucking gym? Okay, when he had the fire? I know ain't nobody said that shit. I say, I know this motherfucker better swing now. But people thought that somebody did that shit to these motherfuckers on purpose. What a reputation. Sound like a couple of punks. They said that some little old lady, the old gray haired bitch, as Bree called me, bore, or whatever the fuck she was calling me. What could she have done? What could have been said that would cause people to feel like I was a threat? Besides steal money. Okay. Okay. So did that other shit was said like I was some kind of threat to these men. Y'all, what are y'all, some punks? My old ass? That's so tough. I don't give a fuck who you know. What celebrity, who, I don't give a fuck who. It makes me no difference. I mean, it's some old rotten ass rag of a hoe. Dirty ass rag of a hoe. With a ripped up vagina. Gonna sit up there and make me a target for a whole community of people. An old Sour Patch bitch who harassed me. Don't sit up there and keep lying about it like she's innocent, like you're innocent. Begging. The moon. I'm saying what? Three of Swords. The Star. Like, what was said? What kind of evil shit did you all conjure up in your little pea-ass brains? And your little and whatever... Well... Did Zarita lie to these men about me saying that I was doing things to them that I was not doing? Okay. I might have asked this already. I don't know. What kind of evil shit did you all conjure up? Did they even believe the things that she was saying? But you was going to do it just for the fun of it, right? You do it just because it's fun. So whatever was said, these things were supposed to break my heart, supposed to hurt me and destroy me. Okay, these things were supposed to hurt me and destroy me and break my heart. Am I understanding that correctly? Okay. Me here at the star, right? Star energy, right? A whole fucking community of people. We ain't even talking about her family at this point. We just talking about these gym niggas. Okay. Hoping it would bring me a tower, but it didn't. Just dumb, stupid ass shit. And let me chill. Okay. Now, some of you who may have participated early on, I think a few of you or a couple of you might have walked away. Don't think that I didn't see you and that I didn't know that you participated. Former preachers and people who always posting their devotions online. And all the, what is that shit? Little organizations and whatnot and charitable groups and whatnot that you're in. To help the peoples, to help folk. And to help people who done suffered loss like you have. But yet here you are, trying to torment me in my fucking dreams. And if it wasn't in my dreams, I would have the visions of exactly what you were doing. This ain't no downloads that just came. I saw the shit back then. Now you can keep that nigga as your fucking trainer. Duh. Cares. He's a good trainer. But like you, he's a fucking nut. A liar. And just the fact that a whole group of people, a thirsty ass, vaginally challenged and thirsty ass bitches would say, yes, I do it. I told you, to the gangster love. What, you thought he was going to marry you? Here you are. Taurus. Ain't that what you is? If I do, then he'll pick me. Somebody sitting here minding her own fucking business. Not codependent emotionally or any other kind of way. I mean, I went to a gym to work out. Y'all the ones got caught up uh, emotionally and stupidly because you don't want to be rejected. You don't want to be cast out. You don't want to be set to the side. You don't want somebody to look at you, I want to be in a group, even if I know the shit is wrong. You act like some goddamn fucking paupers and peasants and shit. Believing some kind of fantasy. Do you really even know them? I mean, really, my thing is, you all can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Fuck them men and think he gonna marry you and that one and he gonna put you first and make you the bottom bitch and all that kind of whatever. Why are you bothering me? I don't give a fuck what that bleeding heifer said to you. That you knew was crazy as fuck. And then just went along with it and spread lies all over town. And years fucking later, can't even go in the fucking gym without being the fucking star of the show. Well, I am the star. We saw that. Everywhere I go. Why? Because I have this self-love. And here you niggas go in a group. How can we get her? Look how fun it is. Another one, another child thinking she's powerful and sexy. Wow. I just heard they left. I look up. 0. I'm hearing they left. They're out of the community, out of the group. Some. I'm hearing some have starved themselves as beneficent or something like that to the cause. The cause to bother me, and stalk me, and harass me, and steal from me. No, I'm hearing the cause to themselves. Challenged, I'm hearing. They've been challenged by this. Adversity. Okay. There's been a lot of adversity to come into play, to come in their lives, okay? As a result for bothering you, okay? And innocent. And I am. I don't give a fuck what you say. Now you come on through, both of y'all. But definitely Miss Zarita with your fucking comments. Now what I'm doing tonight is correcting. But see, bitch, ain't nobody ever gonna be able to correct your ass. You ain't gonna even be able to correct your ass. Because see, when right comes into your vision, you just block it out. You know how they used to say, too much like right? They're liars, frauds, pretenders. They pretend to love. Okay. Have a heart full of hate. Pretend to love others. Pretend to love themselves. Okay. They love no one. Okay. They don't care. Hearts are cold like stone, ice. It's like, I mean, they will never benefit from being themselves. Unlikely. Okay. Not likely. I feel like that means that's how you feel about yourself. You will never benefit from being just yourself. Okay. Being like a true, real human being. Okay. You're going to always benefit from destroying others. This is what you think. This is what you feel. This is what you believe. Okay. That the only way you will benefit and make any kind of mark on the world or in your life or whatever is by setting out to hurt and destroy and harm another human being. This is who you are. This is what you do. This is what you will be marked down as. I'm hearing in the tree of life or the book of life, okay? Nothing will ever come to you. Nothing of any good will come to you in your hands. When you get it, you will destroy it because that is what you do. That's what you all do, okay? You will destroy it, okay? You've been marked. I'm hearing like, but I'm also hearing like marked by the beast or by a beast. I don't know, maybe that's the reader, okay? Or worse, okay? There is worse, much worse, okay? Much worse than she could ever dream or imagine, okay? She doesn't know. She thinks she knows what she's talking about. She's, oh wow, I'm hearing she's a silly weasel. This is what you are. This is a reading. This is what I'm hearing. Oh yeah, but you ain't listened to the great mother before when she spoke to your ass. You laughed and said, I'm more powerful than you. Okay. They will never benefit from telling the truth. See, this is the thing, why you won't tell the truth. Okay, why you won't be truthful, but the truth is you. The truth is found in you. You will not be truthful beings. Okay, you rely on lying. Okay. You rely on lying to others. You rely on lying to yourselves about who and what you are. Okay. It's like you stink, okay, in the nostrils of God, in other words, okay, or the universe, whatever it is that you think you believe, or that you think you know, that you think you understand, which is very little, okay. You're liars and frauds. You seek to destroy people, seek to destroy others, okay. In that, I'm here, you find fondness. You think that that's a good thing, the way to go. You think it's a good thing. You think you benefit from it. But in the end, okay, obviously you don't. Okay. But here it is. You rely on others. In other words, you're codependent, okay, upon others. In other words, getting in groups here to destroy other people. Okay. You think, again, fond. You think it's funny. You find fondness in it, okay? But when it happens to you, tripped up on here, you'll be tripped up, okay? You know, like the star of the show. You made me the star of y'all show. You'll be the star of the show. In other words, there will be people who are going to do it to you, but much worse. You will not be able to take it, nor will you be able to handle it. Okay. I'm hearing like the three of you. Okay, so maybe there were three who were more prominent than others. Okay. In this. I'm hearing like the three of you, whoever you are, okay, will stand before a judge. Okay. Of law and order. I don't know if that's an earthly judge or spiritual, okay, but you're going to stand before a judge, okay, and have to account, okay, for the deeds that you've done, that you think are good deeds. So you think it's good to do this. You think it's a good thing to go out and hurt and destroy people who haven't done shit to you because of your jealous heart, or because you think you're going to get some money, or just because it's fun. It just made me think of them three prisoners in Superman. That was just floating through the, the realms out there. Space. Okay. I'm just hearing you lie and fraud. Okay, you frauded a lot of people and you've lied to a lot of people. You both. They're probably them twins. Okay, liars. Fraudsters. I keep hearing the word skank. Okay. Skanks. Okay, evil-hearted men and women will not bear the weight of what is to come to them. Because I feel like you've done this type of thing, if not the exact same thing, you've done this type of thing to others, to people who are innocent, mind their own fucking business. What about these other three that's going to stand before a judge? I'm hearing they will know, okay? They are well aware, okay, of their stance in life, okay, and what's coming down the pipeline for them. It's one person, I'm not quite sure of her involvement. I don't want to say her name, but I'm going to ask her. Put my pencil on. This person I'm thinking of, was she involved in this in any way, in this group, to destroy me? I didn't think she was. So, in a way, I'm surprised, but not really. She didn't want to have anything to do with it. I'm not going to play a part in that. I'm not going to be in that. It has nothing to do with me. Okay, leave me out of it is what I'm hearing. Okay. I'm hearing smart girl and wise. Okay. She has a lot of wisdom. Okay, though she doesn't always use it. She's wise. I'm hearing beyond her years, but I don't feel like people know it. She doesn't show it. She keeps things to herself. She just sits back and observes. Okay. I don't know. She might be some kind of angel in disguise. Okay. You all think you know her. You have no clue who and what she truly is. Okay. I'm gonna leave that right there because I didn't say her name and I'm not going to because I didn't think she played a role in this at all. Okay. But she watched. She knew what you all were doing. Okay. Judge, I'm hearing she might be some kind of judge or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean an earthly judge, but like angelic or something. Okay. To report back. Okay. Like me. All right. I really hope after tonight I don't hear your name no more. I don't see your name no more. I see that shit all the fucking time. All the time. And I damn sure better not see you in my fucking dreams no more. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if I see you out on the street. Live your life. I said it before a couple weeks ago. Step out of my fucking energy, bitch. With your having to prove shit self. To who? Fuck out of here. Prove it to your fucking self. Goddamn. All right. That's it. You all have favor. Peace.